Alright, so I've been putting together a lot of my footage from this year, 2014, and there's some pretty good stuff in there. This year had lots of highs and lows and everything in between. It wasn't the perfect year, but you know what? Who cares? It's still awesome. Life is good. Nothing is perfect, right? So let's check it out. I made a point at the beginning of 2014 to reconnect with special people in my life that I hadn't seen in a long time. So right off the bat, I bought tickets to Honduras and returned to the village of Esperanza where I served in the Peace Corps 10 years ago. I was blown away that my kids are no longer kids, and some of them even have kids. Our connection though is as strong as ever, and it felt like I had never left. I guess that's a good sign when you really love a place. It always feels like home. I even got to spend my 35th birthday with my Honduran family, a day I'll never forget. Next up was Sweden, where my love for international travel began when I was just 18 years old. Before my experience as an exchange student here, I had barely left the Boulder bubble. I felt immediately at home again with my wonderful family and friends. We spent most days playing with my brothers and sisters' super blonde kiddos in the backyard and goofing around under the late summer sun. There's Danny bringing pizza to us. This is Danny. 5 years ago, he took me in off the roads when I was riding my cruiser bike across the country. Well, this time, he took in my whole team as we were racing our bikes across America. He's one of the nicest and most genuine people on the planet, and I always get emotional around this guy. He's a good one.
Thanks, love you, man. I love you too, brother. And be careful, okay?
Yeah, you know.
He's okay, Mommy. He's okay.
Most recently, my sister and her kids came here for Christmas. We hadn't celebrated this holiday together as a family since I was in high school. Needless to say, it was magical for everyone. And look who I found here right on the beach. Not everything this year, though, was rainbows and unicorns. 2014 is when I finally came to terms with the fact that Paradise Hunter was never going to become a reality. I had such high hopes when I won this job a few years ago. I thought this was my big break and my ticket to the top. But it just wasn't meant to be. I've come to realize, though, that I've been hunting paradise on my own for many years. I don't need some dumb Canadian TV show to make it happen. So how about some badass adventures from this year? Well, I made it to beautiful Bali in April and hung out with some of the finest humans on the planet. This country is certainly one of the most magical places I've ever visited. I rode across the good old USA once again, this time in Race Across America. It was fun to be part of a team and traveling on a super fast road bike, but I think I'll stick to my simple cruiser next time. Life at 15 miles an hour is the perfect speed to take in the world. Oh, shit. Oh. The most epic and humbling adventure came in Switzerland, where I got my butt kicked on the Matterhorn. I thought I can get to the top of this mountain. I've been much higher. Wrong. I was way out of my league and didn't have the mountaineering experience to pull this off. It was incredibly humbling and a valuable life experience. Not because I learned new climbing skills, but because it was a good lesson in failure. In the face of incredible fear, and believe me, I was scared to death, I gave it everything I could. And that's all I can ever ask for. As far as the other stuff, well, I got paid to drink beer on the Travel Channel. That was pretty cool. I gave my first corporate speech to a room full of nerdy engineers, spoke at a high school graduation, traveled all over Taiwan filming the best of that beautiful island, and once again ran the insanely fun Burning Man Ultra Marathon, and of course, my all-time favorite, Boulder Boulder. I'm trying my hardest to create quality content that inspires people to get off their couches and get out there. And out there doesn't mean climbing a huge mountain or riding a bike across the country. Out there can be as simple as riding to work, going for a walk, taking a trip to someplace new, helping out in your community, or just simply enjoying Mother Nature in whatever way you like. This has been my goal all along, and this is what I'll do for the rest of my life. Now get out there, friends, and do something scary. It's good for you.